Hey everyone, in today's video we'll be taking a look at the areas surrounding the proposed stations on the Islington Crosstown West Extension in Etobicoke. Tunneling has already started on this project, so we'll also be checking out the construction at the Tunnel Boring Machine Launch Site. The estimated completion date of this project is sometime in 2030 or 2031. I filmed most of the video on July 18, but some clips from the TBM Launch Site are from mid-April of 2022. Tunneling started at the launch site just north of Renforth Station at the western end of the extension on April 11, 2022. The two TBMs, Rexy and Runny, will tunnel until just east of Royal York for about 20 months. Unfortunately, because tunneling has already begun, the TBMs aren't very visible, but they can be seen from some angles. More visible are tunneling materials such as the concrete slabs used to line the tunnels and conveyor belts which will carry the dugout dirt. Opened in 2017, Renforth Station currently serves as the eastern terminus of the Mississauga Transitway, mainly used by MyWay. Renforth Station is also serviced by GO Transit, the TTCs 32 and 112. There are some offices, shops, and houses near the station, although the houses are a bit far away. While there aren't many plans for this, it's always possible that Line 5 could be extended along the Mississauga Transitway in the future. However, an extension to Pearson Airport is being studied in partnership with the Greater Toronto Airports Authority. Interestingly, Renforth Station is planned to be at grade, but I suspect that it will be below grade, similar to the Transitway. Just west of Renforth Station, near where the Mississauga Transitway merges onto Islington, will be the tunnel portal, bringing the line from the surface into a tunnel. There really isn't much located where the future station will be, although housing starts to appear a couple minutes away. Martin Grove Collegiate Institute is located on the southeast corner of Martin Grove and Islington. A short distance to the west is a roughly 2-kilometer-long highway interchange, which ends near Renforth Station. It's worth noting that a hydro corridor passes by just west of the station site, which explains some of the low amount of development. TTC routes that stop here are the 32 Islington West, 46 Martin Grove, and 111 East Mall. Some construction of the tunnel headwalls and station box at Martin Grove has also started. While still very suburban, there is much more density already located at the intersection of Kipling and Islington. About halfway between Kipling and Martin Grove are a couple stores. Kipling, being a major bus corridor, is currently served by the 32, 45 Kipling, and 945 Kipling Express. Similar to Martin Grove, the station will also be located next to a high school, with Richrue Collegiate Institute on the southwest corner. The housing around the station is generally on side streets with no easy access to Islington. However, two of the areas have pedestrian paths connecting them to the intersection. Islington and Islington is currently served by the 32, 37 Islington, and 937 Islington Express. Aside from some large buildings northeast of the station, the majority of buildings surrounding the area are houses. Only the 32 Islington West and 73 Royal York stop here. A little east of Buttonwood Park near Richrue Road and Mulham will be the second portal, which will bring the line from a tunnel onto the almost 2-kilometer elevated guideway. Construction seems to have started on the portal, which will also be the TBM extraction site. One of two elevated stations on the extension, with lots of tall buildings along Scarlett Road, there will certainly be a lot of existing residents located close to the station. On the east side of Scarlett Road is the Humber River. Along the river is also a multi-use trail which stretches from Lake Ontario until north of Toronto. This intersection is served by the 32, 73 Royal York, and 79 Scarlett. While the extension has been criticized for mainly being underground, which is more expensive and not necessary on such a wide road, the elevated portion has been criticized for potentially ruining park space. The other elevated station at Jane has parks and the Scarlett Woods Golf Course, surrounding all corners of the intersection. There are some buildings, but mostly houses in the distance. I suspect the large majority of riders will be connecting to buses, those being the 27 Jane South, 32, 35 Jane North, and 170 Emmett, as well as the 935 Jane Express. Just north of the Islington Flats tennis courts will be the final portal on the extension, bringing the line back into a tunnel to connect with the rest of the crosstown. The almost completed Mount Dennis station, set to open later this year, will connect Line 5 to the extension. This station will be a massive hub and likely serve many new riders from the west. Weston Road is fairly busy, although the neighborhood still has a room for more development. The extension of Line 5 to Renforth and likely Pearson Airport a couple years later will serve many riders in the area and draw in new ones. Much of the space has room for transit-oriented development, which can bring even more riders onto the line. It takes about 25 minutes by bus from Renforth Station to Weston Road, so it'll be interesting to see how much time is saved after the extension opens. There is currently a multi-use trail on the south side of Islington, stretching from Jane all the way into Mississauga, which will be kept after the extension opens, making Islington a street where cars aren't necessary. Thanks for watching.